Hi everyone, there was a question on 8b and number 11. So for 8b, the coordinates of point P on a terminal arm of angle theta in standard position, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so P is 0, -5. Okay. All right, so we have this point right here, which is 0, -5, and if we want to know what the radius is, well, the radius would be this here, so the radius would be 5. Okay, so sine of theta, remember, is y over the radius, so -5 over 5, which is -1. Cosine of theta is x over the radius. X is 0 over 5, which is 0. And then tangent is basically sine over cosine, so -1 over 0. Tangent would be undefined. Okay, so we actually end up with -1, 0, undefined. Okay, that's for 8b. Then for 11, it says sine of 40 degrees is P. So over here, we're going to have 40 degrees. And the sine value, so the y value, we don't know what the x value is. The y value is P, okay? Then we also know that at 110, so that's 90 plus 20, theta is 110. This part right here would be 70 degrees, right? And this is like 20 degrees, okay? So over here, cosine, the x value is Q. We don't know the y value. Okay. So A1 wants us to find sine of 140. Okay, 140 is like over here. 90 plus 50. So if you think about that, this is 50 degrees, this is 50 degrees, this is 40 degrees. Okay, 140 is this part, okay? So these are going to be symmetric. They're going to have the same x and y value, just the signs may change. In this quadrant, both x and y are positive. In this quadrant, x is negative, y is positive. So actually, over here, to have sine of 140, our y value is going to be the exact same. It's going to be P. Okay? Now cosine of 70 is like right over here, and these are symmetric. And remember, in this quadrant it's positive, positive, in this quadrant it's negative, positive. So if this Q is negative and this Q needs to be like they have opposite signs basically. So this will be negative Q. Okay, so that's all about like the bow tie symmetries. Then for part B, it says find an expression for cosine of 140. So remember that sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta equals 1. Well, we know that sine of 140 is P, so sine of 140 is P squared plus cosine of 140 squared equals 1, and we're just solving for cosine of 140. So I'm going to subtract P squared, and then I'm going to take the square root, and then cosine of 140, 140 is in the second quadrant, so it's going to be negative in the second quadrant. Okay, and then C to find tangent of 140. Well, we know tangent is sine over cosine. Sine of 140 is P, cosine of 140 is negative √1 minus P squared. Okay, I hope that helps. Have a wonderful day.